return home to face the San Antonio Spurs.
Chalk toss.
Mm-hmm. Always got to have that. Yeah. First quarter. Austin drives, almost loses the ball, recovers. DeAndre Ayton James, good recovery. Bucket, Lakers up 8-7.
Yeah. Good start. Well, Austin Reeves almost lost it, but he knew that Ayton was trailing him. Nice little floater.
And then, Danny, we get some scoring from Luka. Draws a little contact. Bucket.
Doing what he does. It looked pretty good to start, almost. And then from here, kind of was almost all San Antonio in that late first quarter. But Luka got hot. Knocked down a step back three here. Oh, almost anyway.
Misses it. De'Aaron Fox. Foul on Luka.
Transition.
He's not happy. The rookie, Dylan Harper. Steal. Lay-in.
Transition again.
27 fast break points. Big game. Here's a little bit of running for the Lakers. Pull up and hit it.
Yeah, that little secondary break there, a little trail by Luka. Gets the three. Then you got the missed free throw, which drives a coach crazy right there. If the shooter can come in there and get it. And this is building momentum from San Antonio, too. Even though the game is still kind of close, those are the type of plays that build up, but then Luka comes and drops that in your face.
This is where he got hot.
Here goes after the timeout. Champagnie has to launch one. Keldon Johnson.
This is where the game changed. Keldon Johnson came in and had 7 straight points. He had
16-4 run.
Yep. He had a layup, a three, another three. He was just doing all dirty work for him.
Ball movement.
There he goes.
Champagnie. Double-digit lead all of a sudden.
11 points in 5 minutes from Keldon Johnson in that first quarter.
Another open three.
Uncontested.
This is where it got ugly. The second quarter, started the second quarter is where San Antonio kind of just had a barrage of threes.
Yeah, it was Johnson with the three at the end of the quarter. Then Champagnie. Now it's De'Aaron Fox. LeBron gets the chase down block, James.
Yeah, but I thought the defense picking in, but LeBron anticipating that Fox is going to try to go in a reverse, got the left hand block on it. But then again, Geeter, downtown, uncontested, in transition.
Another three by Champagnie, 17-point lead. Timeout by the Lakers.
LeBron going downhill.
Got some money on that pick and roll getting downhill versus Cornette. I think you're going to see it again soon coming where he gets a nice finish.
Luka gets the roll.
Probe. 90% inside the restricted area. He doesn't miss many of those.
No. Brings the Lakers within 15. Vassell. Harry Barnes. Another one.
Okay, Harry.
Tar Heel.
Just couldn't get to the shooters in time.
Harrison Barnes, by the way, just doing his thing. 16 points, 4 threes.
Ultimate professional. Ooh. Good hand, smart.
Marcus had a couple of possessions, right, where he was able to be disruptive. Gets him to 12 here. Crowd's going to get into it.
Jackson Hayes came in, brought some energy, man. Love when he does that. Get your group going a little bit.
He's going to do it right here, too. Go ahead, big game.
Yeah, I mean, look, Ayton out. Hayes, much improved, picked up 15 pounds. Stronger, tougher, still has that energy.
LeBron.
There he goes. There goes that man.
We're not going to show it, but the Lakers will get it to 8, then get a steal. Austin Reeves going for a layup. He's going to get it blocked as we see this dunk again. And again.
Chest to chest. Give him a little elbow, too, while you're at it. Look at Jackson Hayes.
The scream, the yell. But a quick 4-0 run puts it right back to 12, gentlemen.
That's going to be a big highlight for the center. He's like, I had LeBron screaming at me.
Oh, we're going to show that highlight all year.
And this was the other punch.
This was it.
Stephon Castle came out hot, hit a 3-ball.
That was it right there.
Vassell hits a 3.
Boom.
And then, next you know.
So if you go back to when they were down 8, that's a 10-0 run to get it to 18.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. Castle mid-range, low float.
Call that an extended run, don't we?
That's a timeout. Extended run. Now it's a 20-point game within a minute and a half of going into the third quarter. 2 minutes.
Rui, at this point, I think he only has one shot. Maybe there's his second. Yep. He hits 3.
Yeah, it was 2 of 3 from behind the arc. So
he's efficient. He's got to shoot more. Got to find some looks.
Find him.
This move was nasty.
Oof. Ooh. That can get you a lot of different ways. There's De'Aaron Fox taking his turn.
Just moving the ball, man.
Fake fall. LeBron the other way. LeBron had 19, 15, and 8 tonight.
Ooh, almost a triple-double.
Yeah. A miss. AR. Crowd wants it.
There you go.
Crowd wants a run.
Cut it to 16.
Hoist. Luka.
Good push.
To 14.
He's efficient in that paint.
On the other end. This was a 3-point play as Ayton pushes Cornette into Harper. So Cornette goes to the line, hits the free throw, and that's how they finished the 3-point play.
That was a big turnaround.
Quite the steal.
Yeah. Great screen.
How about Marcus Smart tonight? Second most threes of his career, tied for it with 8.
Like Dan said, that's who they wanted to shoot, and they left him wide open, and he connected, but they just could not stop the pressure downhill.
Always an answer, James.
Transition, transition, transition.
Corner 3 ball. Down 14 again. But, Danny, just like that.
They have an answer.
It's at 20.
Cut it to 16, cut it to 14, goes back to 20, cut it to 12.
And you know who has it now?
Castle.
His day.
Man, he had him a night.
Castle built quite a castle tonight.
Yes, he did.
It's a slow roast. It wasn't like he killed you. A slow roast. He had his 30 in different spots, picking and choosing his moments. And Smart getting him back in it. He actually made this one a game. Smart by hitting all his shots.
This is 7-3 right here.
What's the record?
He is tied his second most ever with 8.
His most is 11, which is, I would never believe that if he told me, but he can fill it up when he gets hot. So he did. And he cut it to 11 right here. This is when you got a chance.
Down 11, 15-4 run.
Austin Reeves with the contact.
Down 8. It's an 18-4 run. But play the game.
Spurs always answer. They always had an answer tonight.
Yeah.
Aaron Fox.
We talked about, Fox got loose and wide open. Got to stay at home with him at all times.
Found the guy who started the play.
132-119. Spurs are 17-7. Lakers are 17-7. Stephon Castle had 30. De'Aaron Fox 20. Keldon Johnson 17. They had 7 different players in double figures. They shoot 45% from 3.
48 bench points.
Jesus.
48 bench points. 26 of the 31 bench points for the Lakers came from that man, Marcus Smart, 26. Luka with 35. LeBron 19, 15, and 8. And the free throws, 29 of 36 for the Spurs. No trip to Vegas. Instead, the Lakers are headed to Phoenix Sunday at 5 against the Suns right here on Spectrum Sportsnet. An impressive night from LeBron James, 29 points, 15 boards, and 8 assists. And this incredible dunk. More reaction ahead. Lakers fall to the Spurs. Carlos Jr., moment of the game. It's LeBron hammer dunk right before halftime.
Gotta be, right? What other play would it be?
How old is LeBron?
No other choices.
Might as well say 41. He's 10 days?
41 and still sticking it on people.
20 days away?
Wow. That's,
I have another accolade for him, James. Best 41-year-old dunker in the history of the league.
Yeah. I don't think there's much else to compete with there.
No, he's the only one in the race.
Vince, yeah, they weren't dunking on people as much.
LeBron James, he's speaking to the media with Mike Trudeau.
LeBron, JJ mentioned that the kind of on-ball, perimeter defense has been a thing throughout the season. And where do you think that can get better, and what needs to happen for this team as the season goes on?
5 guys being on the string. I mean, obviously, can't do it, individually, by yourself. It has to be 5 guys on the string. Communication, always at an all-time high. Letting you know what's going on behind you and things of that nature. Obviously, it's a unique team. They got 6 guys that can literally, 6 or 7 guys that can break you down off the dribble. Super fast, super quick. Some of them are stronger, some of them are faster, some of them are quicker, ball handlers. So, unique team, and they definitely, got the best of us tonight.
You also mentioned the defensive coverage is maybe a little bit similar to how Phoenix played, where they're keeping the big and the deep drop and kind of encouraging those two. As you guys get more, reps, which you haven't had a ton of altogether this year, what are some of the ways to dissect that?
I think we did a great job in the second half with it. I think, obviously, Marcus coming in and really playing that position. They was guarding with the 5 a lot, and, he finally started to get his rhythm, and just he was knocking them down, so that was a bright spot for us.
You got this dunk. Did you think that was going to give you guys the spark to kind of keep going forward, or was it just a moment in time?
No, it's just a play. You always wish, you hope that momentum plays will carry over. And that was a moment where we had an opportunity. We had 2 straight turnovers after that, and went from an 8-point game to a 12-point game in the half. So we did have some momentum going into the halftime, and then started the third. We went back down 20.
So like that small ball group you guys had in the fourth. Guys cut it into the deficit again. What'd you see from that group, and what'd you like from that?
No, we was playing uphill too long, so we had some good moments, but for the majority, we playing uphill too much.
I think you liked playing the cup tournament.
Say it again?
You liked the format of the cup tournament, not playing for the championship. Bummer is that for you?
No, I don't care. Cup, no cup. I love playing basketball, so it doesn't give me extra excitement to playing or not playing. I think it's just great, to have a moment. If it is what it is, so I love just going on and competing.
LeBron, you guys had some of the similar sort of on-ball containment issues. You had similar on-ball containment issues last year.
Yeah.
And then right around Christmas or so, it felt like your defensive energy and voice really picked up, and that's when the team's defense sort of came together. Do you feel like that's something you're capable of again, and is that what's going to be needed of you?
Yeah, I think it's still young in the season for us, and we're going to continue to get better. I think defensively, we understand that on-ball attack is very important, but first getting back in transition, we can't give up a lot of transition points as we did tonight, and then being able to contain guys off the dribble. So we will continue to get better with that, more film, more more communication, like I said, and just, ultimately just helping each other out.
2 years ago when you guys made it to Vegas and won it in the Cup, you kind of cautioned that team still had a long way to go, and it's not necessarily an indicator of what you could do months down the line. Losing here and not making it to Vegas, where do you think you guys are at in terms of the long-term goal of being able to compete in the playoffs and compete into the playoffs?
It's December what? Are you talking about the playoffs? Nah, I can't do that. It's not okay. Not my mindset. I can't think about what we can do in the playoffs in December. What I can say is that, the habits that we built throughout the regular season each month, if we are in a position to make it to the postseason and be able to get to that point, well, we have to build it now. So, but as far as talking about what type of damage we can do in the postseason in December, it's not right for the basketball gods, not for me.
Obviously, you want to play in every game, but does a little bit of added rest benefit you long term?
For me? Yeah, of course.
You guys typically are on the positive end of free throw disparity. What did you kind of think of that tonight? Did you feel like you guys were fouling too much?
We had some times where we fouled. We had some uncharacteristic fouls. We had a couple of times where we was stripping at the ball, not showing our hands. We had a couple of times where we, fouled in transition, whatever the case may be. There was a couple of plays where I could have went, one or the other way, but that's the name of the game right there. Sometimes you get the whistle, sometimes you don't.
Thanks, Audrey.
Thank you, guys.
Welcome back, Marcus Smart, 26 points in his return to the lineup, including a season-high 8 3-pointers. We'll hear from Marcus next.
Look real fresh.
No trip to Vegas. Instead, the Lakers are headed to Phoenix Sunday at 5 against the Suns here on Spectrum Sports Net. We haven't got a chance to talk Luka very much, which is kind of rare for this show. At 35, but what'd you see from Luka tonight?
Usually
frustration.
Usually he'll come out right before he even showers and everything. But tonight, we saw the turnover, we saw some of the frustration. The biggest thing for them is the transition. I think the transition hurts them because of the turnovers that they have. And, him trying to play at his own pace, he started off pretty well. That first quarter was nice, hit a couple of threes. But got to give credit to San Antonio. They did a great job of playing without fouling Austin mostly. He got 14 free throws. But he was really trying to force that issue and get to the paint. It took his time. That first half was pretty good. But, again, in spurts, it just looked bad for them. And that second quarter to start, that third quarter to start, too many turnovers for pick sixes. But Luka does what Luka did. I mean, he did what Luka does. And he has 35, 8, and 5. Again, we're used to seeing him light it up differently. It didn't seem as impactful.
Yeah.
But, he helped this group on the offensive end of the floor. But where it's hurt them the most was defense and turnovers.
Yep.
Like, it's funny how Luka can have this type of stat line and it still not be noticed. It's not the most important thing in the game. It's not a big factor. It's not an asterisk beside it because, as Dan just said, it wasn't like an impactful numbers that he had, and the way San Antonio was countering anything that the Lakers put up, even his 35 with fast break points, it just kind of deleted it. It just kind of deleted this performance. It wasn't like a dominant performance. It was a good stat line, but it didn't really have anything phase on the game that much.
When you're trading twos for threes, it kind of, makes those twos obsolete. He's great in the paint, 90% in the restricted area, but he's shooting twos, and then Vassell, Champagnie, Fox, hitting threes. Harrison Barnes, it was a barrage of threes from the San Antonio side, which made Luka's twos look very, like I said, obsolete.
Danny and James, we're always going to talk about LeBron and where he is and turning 41 and 23rd season. And are we starting to see him ramp up a little bit? If you just look at the last two games, we talked a lot in the pregame show about how incredible he was at the end of that road trip in Philadelphia. But again, if you're just watching him tonight, just in terms of the movement and the way he's getting up and down the floor and how he's engaged in the 15 rebounds and hustling at both ends and the monster dunk, the chase down block. I mean, Danny, is that the start of kind of LeBron coming on after no training camp, no summer?
Absolutely. I mean, after watching the Toronto game, I wasn't too confident of where his body would be. Now he's starting to get his legs under him more, starting to get in shape, starting to get that pep to his step. And he showed it in Philly, and he's kind of carrying over. And I think it's a win-win. It's a plus thing. It's a blessing in disguise that they're not going to Vegas. They're giving him some more rest time to keep him fresh. You need that for a guy that's 41 years old. If you want him to continue to make these type of plays and be a high IQ player and also carry the weight of the scoring load sometimes when Austin's having a struggle night, you're going to need a fresh LeBron James if you want to keep him blocking shots like this and dunking the ball. But you don't need him to do that. You still need him to play great team ball, but you need some youth, and he's the one that provides transition. They struggle on transition defense, but he'll provide some transition offense, which you need in this group.
I love that analogy, that analysis of getting some rest. Mm-hmm. I mean, sure, you want the money. I'm sure the guys would love to get that money if they could win, but they've already won it.
Yeah.
So they're gonna get a big advantage of getting that little rest and getting some practice time. So yeah, that's what you do. If you're not in the cup, you look at how you can take advantage of the situation. And I do think LeBron, he looked bouncy from the beginning. Like in the warm-ups, first couple of plays, you could just see,
a little sprightly,
you could just see the little bounce he had in him, right? So I think he's getting there. And, we'll see eventually. He's solid.
It looks like we're used to seeing.
Yes.
That's what I think I like.
For what we've seen last year. But as much as he needed the rest, I think Austin Reeves needs it as well.
Yeah,
he looks like he's a little, I wouldn't say struggling, but he looks gassed some, but more so just a mental reset. He's taking on a lot of weight, putting it on himself.
As JJ said, carrying us most of the way for 6 weeks.
So he's going to need this from not just a physical standpoint, but from a mental standpoint of just probably stepping away from the game, get around to golfing, and just putting his mind back at ease so he can get back to the old Austin Reeves that we've seen.
He looks
big
fatigued.
game. I want to show you this real quick before we get off the air. It's a trend JJ and the guys we're talking about, and this is defensive struggles the last 6 games. And of course, this happens in the NBA when you're not, a great defensive team from start to finish. There are those teams that just are built that way. The Lakers have had great defensive moments, but if you look at the last 6 games, they're giving up 122 per game, and teams are shooting the lights out from 3 at 45%.
Yeah, not cool.
Missed some shots, bro.
Not cool at all. The Lakers have so much firepower offensively. You see what Reeves been doing, and Luka, and then most recently LeBron. Sometimes you win when you're not playing your best basketball. And they've been able to win some games without playing their best defense. So now they're getting exposed a little bit. You got to have the defense, man. You got to have it. Look at Oklahoma. Look at all the good teams. That's what they do.
Yeah, just need that sense of urgency when it comes to getting back and finding a guy in transition. That's would help them a lot if they can do that. I don't know if you guys heard, I forget what team it was, GTFB, get the F back. Like, they need some type of mantra to make sure that they're not only talking and moving, but making sure in transition they're limiting teams from getting out and running.
So Phoenix Sunday, am I solo Sunday? You're not. You're in Vegas.
Might be, man.
Yeah, I'm in Vegas.
For the Emirates Cup. They're taking
you
out.
AJ.
Yeah, I think you're by yourself, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I wish I could.
You know what? We'll fill the chairs.
We'll get back. Yeah, we'll get back.
We'll fill the chairs. But Phoenix is tough, man. Booker or not.
They're another young
Saw
team.
what they did to the Lakers last
They like
time.
to get out and running. I mean, we've seen what Gillespie could do, Dylan Brooks, even Royce O'Neal. But Mark Williams is running the floor. They're bigs.
Yeah.
You got a team running like that. It's a youthful team.
Look out for Dylan Brooks, the offensive player now. Yeah. Lighten it up.
He's a tough kid. I've always liked his demeanor. Yeah. And now he's calmed down and just become a force with that offense. He's going to have to
definitely work on his game.
Dealt with.
Get in his bag.
For Danny, who unfortunately finally lost, James Worthy, Mike Trudell, I'm Chris McGee. See you Sunday. But he won.